In.
Seattle, Washington, home to renowned franchises present and past, from the Seahawks to the Supersonics, but there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Stallions. And the Stallions about to kick it away and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Stallions offense will take the field first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him
and the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Oh, yeah.
And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Stallions will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Washington's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Offense working from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down. Taking a shot on the first play.
Oh, these guys fucking suck. Son of a bitch, man. He sucks too.
He gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Husky. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
One thing
this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
He'll off one deep down the left side.
Oh, fuck.
And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They go to the ground. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And the Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He'll take it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm, make him turn back inside where all the big boys.
There he goes! He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Now on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
The give to the tailback. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Huskies want to pick up the tempo.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Power football with the run. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out of the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Stallions will send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes.
Breaks into the open. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Washington wants to go quickly. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
This drive will open from the 15. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to the running game. Shakes off the defender. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Stallions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. Bulldozes his way through. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
At the 20, he's got space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The 50, the 40, inside the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. He breaks a tackle. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Stallions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And the Stallions line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Quickly out to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Crosses the 40. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got...
Unloads it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Oh, shit.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have just, it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell.
Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
What a fucking wow.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Punt is on its way. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Washington right back to the line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what...
Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Backed up now, here's second and long. Scanning the field, it's Grimes. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Sends it back in motion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Stallions send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Going over the top. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the option. Oh, better look out.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
The option look. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Stallions are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Stallions will call on their punt team. Here's the return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Looking for room at the 30. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Husky.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to Cater. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Stallions decide to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Here comes the option. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. on the option. They'll leave it with him.
First down.
Down, but they'll move the sticks
Hell
for
yeah.
first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
Like, how the fucking look at...
He'll pull it down.
Sweet.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Ugly points.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air. It's Grimes. Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. This Husky defense, David, it's like they've got Vita Vea and Steve Empsman up front, Joe Tryon as a backer, and Marcus Peters in the secondary. There's purple everywhere.
You're right, from front to back.
Guys up front
eating them up, doing a great job in the secondary at linebacker. Complete performance from this UW defense.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Cool.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Knight. Spits it out to the back. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. Washington wants to go quickly.
No, just give the fucking hand off the hair. This is getting...
Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Did I catch it? Oh, fuck it. Let's go, Rams there.
Would have just been icing on the cake.
They'll
just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here's a heat. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's got enough space.
I think
and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game. We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Stallions will punt it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And some room to work. He's out past the 35. Breaks into the open.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find the rhythm here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Stallions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Washington.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Looking for space, it's Roberts. Runs through the tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything.
There he goes. Past the 30. The tag. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. At the 45, on his way. Breaks into the open on the left. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together